Gen AI models have broken that Turing test. The Turing test is basically something where a human sits across from a machine, has a conversation, and perceives that machine as human. So, as of March 2025, we had 4 LLMs interspersed with a few human responders. Participants on the other side were supposed to have 5-minute discussions with each of these LLMs, and GPT 4.5 came with a 73% human rating, which was more than what some of the human responders were perceived as. So GPT 4.5, was perceived as human 73% of the time. And I think that's great because the Turing test has been comprehensively overcome by AI, and we have a lot more to look forward to.
See, why we're talking about Gen AI and why it's becoming such a big thing is that, see, we've had technological change, okay, which have disrupted industries before. But why AI is the most significant disruption to the way the world works is primarily because in the past, human creativity has been considered a trait that is almost undisruptible. Okay, it's been a uniquely human trait, so to speak. But what AI is threatening to do is that it is threatening to disrupt human creativity. Okay, and jobs of all kind, both independent, salaried, are already being threatened, and it's going to, I mean, we are getting advancements on a daily basis. I mean, yesterday only Google had a huge event where they just showcased a bunch of new AI products.
Yeah.
Right. So we should talk about, and throughout this episode, we are going to talk about 3 possible scenarios, okay, where basically the working economy could be heading into. Okay. So number 1, which we are already seeing, is AI assisted innovation. So this is great. I mean, we are seeing it right now. It's essentially AI has given people the capacity to sort of, let's say, for example, they had an idea, but they weren't able to sort of execute it due to lack of skills, lack of funds, whatever. Right? AI has suddenly put that sort of, it's surpassed those barriers, and it's put those sort of execution in the hands of such people.
Right.
For example, let's say, for example, I'm an entrepreneur. I am working in a particular domain, and I have an idea. I understand a very domain very particularly properly, and basically I can see there is a gap in the market. I have an idea how to fix it, but chances are, let's say, and I want to say introduce a SaaS product to fill that hole, right? I have to go and look for a coder who can help me with it, okay, or hire a different kind of some kind of sort of software development agency to sort of come in and execute my vision. I am down easily before I have started basically making money or anything like that. Also, I am down easily anywhere between $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the complexity of my product. Okay. Now I can go on to tools like Lovable, Cursor, stuff like that. I can start, because the idea is in my head, I know what features are needed to bridge a hole. I can sit and just type it out myself and basically use a freelancer developer to sort of just take me over the finishing line, having built majority of the product myself. So this sort of AI assisted innovation is something we're seeing right now. We're seeing that if across all functions, marketing, sales, design, tech, right? Media and entertainment, which has been a very big topic. So that's essentially one of the things we are talking about. Number 2, which is slightly more dystopian view, and it should be worried about, is that AI and machine sort of creativity, so to speak, okay, starts monopolizing and phasing out human creativity. So that is a thing we need to be very careful about, because like human creativity, what people will start to do is they'll start relying too much on these generative AI tools, right? And the ability to think creatively yourself reduces, because I can just type in a prompt and ChatGPT, for example, will do everything for me. Or if I have a visual in my mind, or I don't have a visual in my mind, I can brainstorm on ChatGPT, put it into Midjourney, I'll get my result, right? And this is a danger, because the fact is that the intellectual property laws in the world have still not caught up to, so to speak, the AI explosion of AI sort of content we are getting right now.
Correct.
Right? So this is one very dangerous, and I would say it is a very real possibility, and it's possibly already happening in certain sectors. And the third scenario is that in certain sectors, okay, human made products, like purely human made products, will start commanding a premium, because simply because everybody is doing creating AI products, AI content, all the output is so heavily dependent on generative AI, that then people might look in certain sectors ki, okay, can you create a human made product for me? We will appreciate that more, and probably that will be costing more also.
No, and that
So
makes sense. This point
yeah,
number three, I'll tell you why.
correct.
Because this has happened in the past in other cycles in other industries. So when mass
Hmm.
production of factory output started, now you say mass produced furniture, take IKEA for example. The cost between that versus handcrafted furniture is
Hmm.
something very different today.
Correct.
People sell handcrafted textiles, handcrafted furniture at a premium because both these industries, textiles and furnitures, have factory produced outputs.
It's the
I
same
mean, you take
concept.
a Zudio, for example. Zudio is so very cheap. It has multiple styles being produced almost every single day. And then you'll have like these boutique shops which will probably produce something that might look similar, but they'll say, no, the material used is premium and there is this artist touch and there'll be like some design which will be handcrafted by someone and they'll premiumize it. They'll charge it at a
Correct.
premium. Whether or not it commands it, I don't know. I'm not good at shopping, but yeah, this is what I've seen. And I think the third point you mentioned about AI, that is somewhere we will be headed at some point in the future. Human created content will be at a premium. That makes a lot of sense.
Correct. And I think that these three scenarios, it's not like we're going to end up in one particular scenario. I think it's going to depend from sector to sector, role to role on a micro level as well.